Breathing heavily, that sounds really weird. Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start this seated with your legs long, and you're going to take your ball. If you don't have the ball, this needs to roll. So if you don't have a ball, don't worry. Just use your arms reaching forward. So you're going to find your neutral spine. So you're going to sit up right on top of those sit bones. So if you aren't familiar with this kind of neutral spine thing, then you're going to pull the fleshy bits of your bum cheeks away, and you'll find that neutral spine. You'll find those two of the bony landmarks where you're going to sit right up on top of them. And then you're going to take a nice deep breath in to begin, and then as you exhale, you're going to nod your chin to your chest, and you're just going to roll forward, okay? So you're rolling as far as you can go, wherever your end point is, okay? You're going to take a nice deep breath in. So when Eleanor breathes into here, she's breathing into the back and sides. You can feel how that all expands here. And now you're going to roll back up as you breathe out. Lovely. And restack the spine. Head is the last thing that comes up. Take a nice deep breath in, nod the chin to the chest, exhaling as you roll forward. Try and get a little bit further. Take a deep breath in here and breathe out, roll all the way back up, restack the spine. Lovely. And again, breathe in and now breathe out, nod the chin to the chest. And roll, reach forward. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out and roll back up. Very nice. Done, Eleanor. And one more for me, please. So she's reaching, she's rolling through her spine, taking a nice deep breath in here and breathe out, rolling and restacking from the base of her spine to her mid-spine, upper spine, and then shoulders and head come last. Okay, I'm going to take the ball from you for a moment, and I want you now to reach the hands forward. So palms are facing. You're still going to bring the legs close enough together, so you're imagining now that that big beach ball is between this space and this space, and I want you to do the same thing again. So inhale, and now exhale, nod the chin to the chest, draw the tummy muscles in, and roll and reach forward. Good. From here, a little bit different to come back up. You're going to flex your toes, and I want you to come up into a neutral spine. So you're going to press the backs of your thighs into the mat, and roll and reach and reach and reach, and the arms are coming all the way back up. As if you're kind of hinging from the hips, okay? Take a nice deep breath in here, and now breathe out. Nod the chin to the chest. You're rolling forward. So you're doing it through a flex spine first, and you're reaching and lengthening and lengthening and lengthening. So think of anchoring those hip bones down on the carriage as you start to come back up. So breathe in for nothing, and now breathe out. Roll and restack. So it's like oppositional kind of stuff going on. And that's lovely, Eleanor. And you're restacking all the way back up.
Thank you.
Good. See, I'm a very nice instructor. Aren't I, everyone? Okay, we'll do one more.
Some parts of the exercise too.
Breathe in. Well, I am known as the silent assassin, aren't I?
Karen the killer.
Roll all the way forward.
Leading in.
Lull everyone into this full sense of security, yeah. Take a nice deep breath in here, and now breathe in. Press the backs of the thighs, send the heels away from you, and you're reaching those arms all the way back up. Good. And drop the arms all the way back down by yourself. Nice. Okay. So we're going to take the ball again, and you're going to come down. So again, if you don't have the ball, just delete all these, okay? So you're going to bend your knees up for me, and you're going to place the ball around where there's your lower back is. So the ball here, right? So even if you use a kind of a thick enough cushion, the ball, the cushion, the bolster, whatever you have at home, is there for tactile feedback. It's not to actually relax your spine into it, okay? It's there to kind of use as something that's feedback, because we're going to do a series of C-curves, basically, if you're familiar with Pilates and familiar with all the kind of the terms, or a Pilates scoop. So arms are around by your knees, and you're going to sit up into that neutral spine again, okay? So come up into your neutral spine. And now, so you want your legs a little bit further away. And now you're going to tuck the tailbone under, round your spine, roll back. Good. Inhale here. And now exhale. Keep that scoop and roll all the way back up. But the shape of your spine is staying neutral here, but rounded here. Okay? So back up into your neutral spine. Find those sit bones. Take a breath in, and now as you breathe out, scoop. So you're trying to scoop and roll that pelvis backwards. So you're finding that little bony landmark. Lovely, good. Take a breath in here. Now pulling those abs back into your spine. It's almost then that you want to reach forward with your upper back and your arms coming forward. Okay? And we'll do 2 more. Back into neutral. Nice. Breathe in. Now breathe out. Tuck that tailbone under. You're scooping, and it's the sensation of sending the pubic bone through your thighs even. And take a breath in here, and now breathe out. Deepen that abdominal curve. Roll up. Roll all the way back up into that neutral spine. Good. Now last one. Nice deep breath in. Relax the shoulders. So this is our warm up. Roll down. Lovely. You're going to stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, the ball sometimes wants to roll around a bit. Okay, so you're staying here. You're literally just kind of kissing off that ball, okay? Yeah. Now, I want you to reach. So little pulses. Reach. Come all the way up. No, so you're coming off the ball. You're reaching. You're pulsing. Back down.
From the abs.
Yes, from the abs.
Oh, right.
Not with the hands.
I was like, oh, okay.
No, it isn't scapular disassociation. Good. 3, 4, 5. Last one is 6. Good. And roll all the way back up into neutral spine. Lovely. Okay. Coming down to lie on your back for me. Your knees bent up. Okay. You're going to take the ball and place it onto your sacrum. Okay? So sacrum, right, as I pull my jumper up, if you can see me in the camera, your sacrum is that bony bit here, just at the top of where your glutes start, right, where the hump of your glutes. So it's not up around your lower back, okay? It is in that bony section. Some people have like little dimples or whatever. That's your sacrum, okay? So we're going to be there, and all I want you to do is just bring your knees a little bit closer together. Okay, so you're just going to do a series of imprints and releases out of here, okay? So she's going to basically pull up that pelvic floor, so draw it all the way up and in, draw the tummy muscles in. She's going to send that tailbone then back into the ball. So she's trying to flatten it. And now she's going to drop the ribs as you exhale and roll into it. And now inhale and roll back out without popping the ribs, so you're not jamming out of it, okay? You want to keep that bottom rib and your hip bones melting down together, okay? But she checks herself out to see if her ribs pop.
I was actually seeing if I was being beheaded by the shot.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Okay,
Like
so you're also not using your glutes to do this movement. This again is pelvis, okay? So it's that kind of motion that we were doing when you were just doing the previous exercise. So again, you're going to breathe in for nothing, and now breathe out as you imprint in, and now roll back out. And we'll just do 2 more then, just to keep that lower back warmed up. Good. Nice. And now breathe out. And last one. Lovely.
Thank you.
And then roll back out. Okay. So from here, we're going to do a series of hip rolls. So we're going to continue on with that movement, okay? So you're going to roll back into what is that imprint or that pelvic tuck. And then you're going to start to stand on your feet. So you're going to start from your tailbone. You're going to peel and roll all the way up to the top of the shoulders. So you want that feeling of length through the front of your legs, and then just try and drop that bottom rib just a little bit, so now you're in the back of your body, okay? Take a breath in here, and now breathe out and roll back down. So you're going to be on the ball, so you're not going to get that lovely roll through, which we'll do at the end, okay? So again, breathe in for nothing, now breathe out, squeeze those glutes, imprint that spine, peel and roll, send those hips nice and high, reach them up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a breath in, and now breathing out, we're rolling back down through the spine. Good, and one more. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. Peel and roll all the way up. Take a breath in here, and now roll all the way back down. Okay. So you're going to place the ball then between your knees. So then we'll continue on with proper old-fashioned hip rolls. So the ball is coming in and your thighs are going to kind of squeeze that ball.
I'm going to have to take them off because it'll slip as well.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so again, we're going to continue that movement on. You're going to roll the tailbone backwards and then peel and roll all the way up. So now we get an awful lot more movement through all three aspects of the spine. Take a breath in here and now breathe out and roll back down. Good. And do one more like that. Tailbone under, roll all the way up. So remember those ribs are melting down towards those hip bones. Take a breath in and now breathe out, roll all the way back down.
I just have my hands here so you can see what my back is doing a little clearer. Ideally your hands will be down here, right?
Yeah, or you can reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling, so that'll just make it a little bit more difficult. You'll notice then how much of the back of your arms you're relying on to do the movement. Now you're going to hold it up here, Eleanor, and you're going to lift your heels off. So, working through the toes. Yeah, so two together and then come back down. Good. And up. So, you might have to position your heels a little bit closer to your sit bones to do this. And reach up. Good. And down. And reach up. So we're still keeping that spine in a neutral position. Up on the shoulders. Good. And last one. And lower the heels. And now roll all the way back down to the spine. Okay. So moving this one on, you're going to bring your arms down by your sides. Moving this one on again, you're going to bring the ball behind your left knee. So if you're this is more sort of a beginner plus, if you're familiar with all your bridging and your hip rolls and all that sort of stuff, you can move it on to doing a single leg work, okay? So your hamstring now is going to have to work and operate to hold on to that ball. Your knees held still in space, and then you're going to peel and roll all the way back up. So same movement again, except it's just through one foot. So peel and roll all the way up. Good. Take a breath in and roll back down. So we'll just do two like that. So I'm just taking you through, because for the purposes of time, I'm just taking you through the kind of movements, but your repetitions, you can make this longer. So your repetitions can be anything between 8 and 10. Sometimes I do 12, if I'm feeling really mean. Depending on what I'm trying to work on, what I'm trying to fire. Okay, so I'm going to say to you, stay up. So you can keep these going for as long as you want. Yeah, so roll all the way back up again. Good, okay. So from here, I want you to lower your pelvis down just about 3 inches and then squeeze that glute, press the hip back up. Good. For 2. Exhale, press. Good. For 3. Any of my clients recognize this one? For 4. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So bring your mind to that muscle. Good. Last one. And stay up. Good. Now from here, I want you to tap that toe down. Good. For 2. Lovely. For 3. For 4. Watch. So see the way your pelvis, watching it. Keep it up, keep it up.
Your pouting is worse than mine.
One more. Good. And now roll back down through the spine.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. That side's cooked. Let's go to the other side.
Yep. Cockity duck duck duck. Oh. Okay.
Alright, so get into your position. Feel where your so this is all about how your body feels in space as well. So Eleanor is like really focusing on that heel pressing into the carriage so that she gets a good connection through her posterior chain. So you're going to breathe in for nothing now.
And we all know I have a slightly lazy ass, so I really have to focus on getting my butt to connect.
Yes.
Not my hamstring.
Yes.
Which we all know about. If you're doing classes with us,
yeah.
You'll all know about that.
Well, they all know if they're going into cramps. Okay, so if you are feeling this more in your hamstring than in your glute, just give that glute a bit of a poke. Send a message to the brain that it's that part of the body that wants to work. Good. And really focus on driving your heel in a little bit more, just to get some movement. Imagery is really important as well. If you can manage to picture that big lazy ass muscle in your body squeezing, it really works. Well, they're lazy for everyone. Okay, stay up there. Good. Now, lower your pelvis down. In one piece and lift. Good. For 2. Inhale. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze and lift. Good. One more. Good, hold it up and now toe tap. Good. So keeping that connection. You're hinging from the front. See, she's hinging from the front of her hip. She's keeping the shape of her knee. And she's not letting it wander everywhere. Good. Last one. Good. And now roll back down. And take away the ball.
Oh my god.
And then you can just, if you do feel this a little bit in your lower back, that's absolutely normal, as those muscles in your back are trying to strengthen up. So you can just hug your knees into your chest and then just roll from side to side. Just get it around the bony bits around there, and just whatever feels good in your body to do. You can do it with your knees together, you can do it with your knees open. I like that one particularly. Okay, so we're going to go for, you're going to come up to seated. And you're going to bring your knees in. We're going to do rolling like a ball. So now we actually have a ball for this. Kids love this one, by the way, this exercise. So if you want to do this with your kids, they love seeing their parents doing it. So I want you to, again, it's that pelvic tilt. So you're going to tuck your tailbone under, round backwards, get into that Pilates scoop. That's lovely. And then hold it. So there is that balance thing, because normally we do it with one leg and then the other, but now both knees are going to have to come up at the same time. So roll up, good. Now bring those knees, you want to get yourself into that really nice ball, dropping the toes, and now roll backwards. So as you inhale, you're letting gravity pull you back down, and then you're rolling back up again. And it's just so nice on the spine. Lovely.
Sorry, I have a habit of going back into neutral at the top.
Stay back on those sit bones. Inhale as you just let your body fall backwards, and then exhaling, using those abdominals, and use your out breath. Your breath is really useful in these exercises. I know we say a lot, don't get hung up on the breath pattern, but this one is good. Exhale on the effort of the exercise. Good. One more, Eleanor, please. What are we going to do now? Okay. So you're going to come back down, bring the feet back down, and that ball now is going to transfer, and you're going to bring it up around your scapula. So scapula's here, okay? That's where the ball is going to rest. So you're going to be lying down basically, but you want that ball around your scapula. You're going to keep your belly button, your pelvic floor, everything pulled up and in, and you're dropping. The most important thing when you're doing any of these exercises where you're like this, you want that bottom rib around here. You want to, so see the way Eleanor now is demonstrating that she's arching through her rib cage. That is just not great. There's no support in your spine here, okay? You want to really focus on your exhale. Use your thumb, get your longest finger, your middle finger, and find your hip bones. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you want to just sink that bottom rib down towards your hip bones. If there's anything you can get doing with that, as one of the 5 principles of Pilates, in my opinion, is, apart from breathing, it's really one of the most important ones, because we always arch.
Just to take a little break.
Okay, go on. So you're supporting your head in your hands. Now you know how I felt. You're supporting both heads and you're going to
pay back the base strength, is that what they say?
Yeah. And you're going to extend your spine over the ball, okay? So if you have no back issues whatsoever, you want to extend. So I know Eleanor has really tight kind of thoracic midsection of her spine. Now nod your chin to your chest, use your abdominals and roll back up again. Good. Lovely. So inhale. Do you inhale when you extend, or do you exhale when you extend?
Inhale, extend. Does it? Well,
Yeah.
it's very, but
Yeah. Good. So we're trying to open the chest muscles, open the collarbones, really open wide through them. And we're trying to get some movement in that midsection of the spine. Lovely. Now, if you are doing this and it feels lovely and everything, and it should feel nice, it should feel a real opening, I don't want you to leave your head on the way back up, okay? So you are just going to gently just drop your chin to your chest and roll back up, and do one more for me, Eleanor, please. Good, okay. So from here, I'm going going to get you. So if you don't have a ball, you're simply going to do some ab preps, which is lying just down on the carriage, nodding the chin to the chest and flexing from your upper and your mid back up, reaching your fingertips towards your heels. From here, you're going to rotate. So your left shoulder is going to come to your right hip. Okay, so hands are here. So you're going to come up off that ball and you're going to rotate. There we go, good. So the ball might, so if you were really jamming into that ball, the ball's going to move with you. Okay, so you want to be up off it as much as you can. So you're not totally flattening into it. Yeah, you want it. There we go. Now you're totally off it. So come on to it for a little bit of, yes, good. Good. Inhale now, exhale, rotate. So she's coming from her middle and not twisting through the pelvis. So pelvis stays neutral. Do one more to either side. Very good. And roll all the way back down. Okay. So from here, you're going to bring one knee up into tabletop.
Sorry, balls off centre. Like myself. Okay.
Okay, one knee up into tabletop. Then really focus, stabilize through those abdominals, bring the other knee up as well. We're going for single leg stretch here. So she's going to lengthen her left leg out and she's going to have her hands at her right knee. So you're going to breathe in for nothing and then as you breathe out, you're going to swap legs. So one leg's coming in, the other one's reaching long. Good. And you're getting this sensation of length coming into that leg that's reaching away from you. You're trying to get those muscles, particularly the hip flexors, to lengthen. Good. Good. And one more to either side. Last one. Good. And bring the knees all the way back in. We're going to go straight for double leg stretch, okay? So.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You made me do it.
No, but you weren't on a ball. So much harder. Ugh. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
You can do it.
Go.
Alright. You're going to breathe in as you lengthen the arms, circling them, lengthen the legs, bring everything back in again. Good. Inhale. Lengthen. So it's like this sensation. Take off your top hat. Pull your socks up. Good. Lovely. Two more.
Thank God.
Oh my God. You were giving out to me when I was complaining. Good.
You weren't on a ball.
It's going to be the theme now for the rest of the day. Okay.
No, I'll leave it on.
Okay, we're nearly there. We've got two more of these to do.
Okay, two more what now?
Two more on the ball.
Okay.
Okay, so come back into position. We're going to go for scissors.
You didn't warn me about this part. Okay.
Okay. Stabilize your spine. Always stabilize. Good. Legs are reaching long. And now lengthen left leg. So again, it's oppositional length. This one's pulling towards her face, and this one is lengthening away. You're trying to get that reach into the joint. Good. Pelvis. So you are on something that is unstable. So your pelvis will want to wander as well. Be careful of that. Slow your movement down. If you feel that you're swinging all over the place, do one more to the side, Eleanor, before you actually collapse. In Eleanor's defence, right, I planned this while she was busily working on something else to do with the business. So she's had no time. This is just her first shot at this.
It's okay, I'm alright.
She just wants to moan. Okay, you can moan after this one now again. So we're going to do obliques.
Okay, oh God, okay.
So again, she's going to stabilise her spine. She's going to bring one leg up into tabletop. She's going to bring the other leg up into tabletop. She's going to bring her hands behind her head. And she's going to lengthen her left leg away. So it's opposite elbow to opposite knee. So rotate. Now, it is pretty hard to do this one because you're already flexed up off a ball. And to get your rotation, it's pretty hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the ball wants to move all the time.
One.
And come all the way back down.
Oh my God.
Okay. So just pop your hips up from here, pop your back up. So, okay. So roll all. So something, when you've been in that position for quite a long time. Yeah, look at her. She's just gone. It is, your abdominals have been in a Thank you. Contracted position. So we'll lengthen them now. We're going to do some roll-ups. So you're going to place the ball. You want to place the ball in your hands. So you're lying down. Ball is reaching back over your head. Now, if you're tight through your shoulders, you don't want this. You don't want your ribs popping. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you can't bring your arms back over your head. Bring them to where you can still keep those ribs down. Okay. Take a nice deep breath in to stay, and now as you breathe out, nod the chin to the chest. Hands and arms are coming forward, you're rolling all the way back up. You're in that lovely neutral spine again, and you're going to take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to roll backwards. So you're tucking that tailbone under, you're rolling through, you're trying to open through those hips again. So it's this kind of unwind yourself kind of thing. Those creaky joints. Take a nice deep breath in and now breathe out. Connect with the backs of your legs. Use your breath, draw your tummy muscles in, heel roll all the way up. Notice where the points where you get sticky, okay? There's a point where you're like, you want to whoosh, you want to just go, like, just ballistically go into it. Just breathe a bit deeper into it. Breathe out, obviously, when you're doing it, and that will just help you with that movement whilst keeping your tummy muscles in. Okay, one more, because I think we're really running out of time. Yeah. Good. Okay. So you're going to bring your legs apart. We're going to go for saw. So a little bit more of a rotational kind of thing, and just bring your tailbone back a little bit, just for the camera purposes.
Sit back like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so her legs are going to be separated. She's sitting up on top of her sit bones. The ball is going to go to the inside of your right leg. Okay, so you're going to take a breath in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, she's rolling that ball away from her with her right hand. And then, sorry, yeah, my right and my left, I'm getting confused. So and then you're coming down, you're reaching away. Good, so you're reaching back. Good. Come all the way back up as you inhale, swap the ball to the other hand, and breathe deeply into that stretch. Good. Breathe in as you go all the way back up again. And now breathe out. Good. And one more to either side for me. Breathe in here, breathe into the back and sides. Breathe out as you roll back up.
I don't know if I like the ball with this one. It's kind of a distraction. If I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, straight feedback. All feedback welcome. This is not it's not a dictatorship. Okay, so we're going to do some side leg lift series.
Okay.
We'll run through this one quickly, because this is a fabulous one, guys. Okay, so the ball is there as a tactile cue. You're not dump into it. Yeah, it's not there as a prop, right? It's to keep you up, so that you really are working from your waist. You're strong through your shoulder and strong through your elbow. Then your hand is on your waist, and you're going to pick up your top leg. Good, nice. And you're breathing in. You're bringing your leg forward. Yeah. And then your heel dig. So you're flexing your heel and you're sending it back. Good. So just for purposes of a time, we'll just do one more. Press and pull. So you're really focusing on that glute. Okay. Leg is staying still in space back at the midline. And now you're going to reach this top arm forward. So you're going to reach it forward and then you're rotating. So you're reaching onto the diagonal and you're rotating. Your eyes then are coming down there looking for the inside of your left armpit, basically. You should feel a stretch here. Good. Breathe in as you twist back, and now breathe out and come back up. Good. So this is where you will need that ball, right? So we'll just do 2 more of those. So breathe in, now breathe out. Rotate the spine and reach. Is it nice?
Lovely. And my left arse is on fire. Oh, it's this one. My right one.
She doesn't even know which side. Okay, breathe in for nothing and now breathe out and come all the way back up again. Okay.
I can get some good ideas from this one.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, Elder can do the other side when we're off camera, but for the purposes of time.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're just past time. Because I want to just get the last one, because this is another really yummy stretch for you. Okay, so we'll do mermaids. Everyone missing their mermaids? on the reformer? Yeah, well, this is nice. This you can do at home. With a football even, right? Okay, so the hand is on the ball. If the football is not so much pumped up, then you've got a better grip through it, okay? So you're up in your neutral spine. So your hips you're trying to keep as neutral as you can. And now you're going to breathe in as you reach that right arm up and over, and you're lengthening yourself down towards your mat, and you're opening through your right side, pressing that right hip down. Take a breath in here, and now breathe out. Use the oblique, use the abdominals, pull that ball back up towards your armpit. Good. And again, breathe in. Now breathe out into that stretch. Lovely. Good. Nice. Take a breath in. And breathe out and roll back up. Okay. The last one I'm going to get her to do is just to show you this, that you can do as a rotation without the ball, okay? Which is also really nice. So you're going to start with your hand on your mat so that you don't topple over. And you're going to breathe in again, reach that top arm all the way up, and now you're breathing out. So the hand is reaching out, yeah, so you can just come all the way down. And then you're going to rotate. And then just your arms are coming. And you're going to stay and hold it for a couple of breaths. So you're breathing into your back and side here. And you're kind of just trying to get that length. So this is what we do when you're on the foot bar if you're a reformer client. Where you can get that nice twist in the spine and get into the QLs. Good. And now take a breath in here and now breathe out and roll all the way back. Nice. There you go. How'd you feel?
Wrecked. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can find some sort of props to try it, because it is actually a really nice, yummy workout. And like I said, add your reps in. Don't forget to work on the other side with your side leg lift series. You'll thank me for it. And we will see you tomorrow. What's in store tomorrow, Eleanor?
Tomorrow we're going to do like a little Pilates stretch. So we've been asked, people are feeling very stiff, so we're going to do a little Pilates stretch. So lots of stretches tomorrow. Your dream class.
Yay!
Everyone always rocks in. Our improvers rock into the beginners class going, I'm just here for a bit of a stretch. And then I merge them. So but tomorrow I promise I will do a nice stretchy class.
A stretchy class to stretch us into the weekend. Yeah.